Today's 4 Deep Sports Talk show is supported by PTU Clinic. Visit ptuclinic.com. Adria's Restaurant and Banquet Facility of East Bridgewater. For more information, their website is adriasrestaurant.net. And the Boston Athletic Academy at bostonathleticacademy.org.
Joe did not do the music for some reason, though.
That's fine.
It was a little bit shocking there. Usually does the 4D Sports Talk music. Well, welcome to 4D Sports Talk. We are in the new studio at WRA 1320 AM radio.
There you go. Now turn up the headset.
Okay.
There you go.
There we
There you
go.
go.
Yeah, we're getting it back.
All right, now I can hear everybody.
Yeah, me too.
That's awesome.
So good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to 4 Deep Sports Talk. Casey is out today on special assignment, and we have the birthday boy on the audio this morning, or this afternoon. Joe Dez, happy belated birthday. It was what?
Yes,
10th?
February 10th. Yeah, thank you,
Yeah,
Lucy.
That's awesome.
It's also my mother-in-law's birthday.
So if you really love Joe Des, call in at 508-222-1320. We want to hear all the good and bad about Joe Des. And I'm daring you to call in. I'm daring you.
I have to tell you, there's a triple chocolate cake sitting out there. Yeah, it's pretty deadly.
That would be funny if someone's on the street. Lock him up.
Who's this Joe Des guy? He's got
Yeah, right.
chocolate cake? Yeah.
That would be
Come
funny.
on down. Come on down.
I don't know whether to run or laugh or take videos or.
So what'd you do for your birthday?
I had the whole family over at my house. It was actually pretty
Nice.
sick. Yeah, we got to a point where all my siblings who were in California and South Carolina were on FaceTime, and they got to sing happy birthday at me at the same time.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
So
it's
they
pretty
listen
sick.
around the country sometimes,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. They all listen. My sister in Rhode Island listens a lot too, Yvette.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, she likes it a lot.
Oh, where
Hi,
in Rhode
Yvette.
Island?
Call your brother.
Right?
That's really cool.
Where in Rhode Island is Yvette?
She lives in Cranston.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's
Gotcha.
pretty cool. Then we got a bunch of siblings in all the way in LA and all the way in South
Nice.
Carolina right
That's
now.
cool.
We already have one phone call coming in.
Oh.
We'll see how this goes.
That might be Brady.
Yep, hit that one. Yep, now put the volume. Hi, you're first on 4 Deep Sports Talk. Hello? And then hit the other button.
This one.
Yep. And bring up the other volume. There you go. Hi, you're also next on 4 Deep Sports Talk. Who's this?
Maddox Carrera.
Maddox
Brady
Carrera.
Pluto.
And Brady?
Yes.
All right, Brady.
Hey, you're both together.
We are
Perfect time.
together.
Perfect.
You're not standing side by side, are you?
No.
I was just, so, Brady, you're the play-by-play guy for Swansea, correct?
Former play-by-play guy
Yes.
for Swansea.
Oh.
So, unfortunately, I was let go of my position last spring due to the installation of the NFHS network at
I
Joseph Case High
feel
School.
your pain.
Yeah. And
So,
because of that, I am not recording any of the games.
There's a
after
way you
that.
can get around that, and I'm doing it now.
There is.
Oh,
You're
absolutely.
going to have to tell me
Oh, yeah.
because
there's
Brady's unbelievable.
So I've been able to keep up, I guess, and just continue to practice with this app I found called Colorcast, and I found it over social media, and it's this app where you can just broadcast any game you want.
Yeah.
So I do it. I freelance. I don't get paid or anything. I just do it at my leisure, and I was able to do the Case Somerset football game on Thanksgiving for
Nice.
WSAR. But other than that, I've been a free agent since last April. So
So Brady, tell us how old you are and how long you've been doing this.
I just turned 16 on Thursday. I've been in the field since December 2019.
Well, he's a youngin'.
And
I'm telling you, he's quite talented. They did a story on him in the Herald News.
Nice.
And the Spectator, I believe. I saw a blurb in there in the Spectator, which is out of Somerset. Brady is an unbelievable color type person.
Nice.
Knows his stats, does his homework. I mean, he's pretty well known in the Swansea area. So because of this company that comes in and records and does high school sports over there. I guess they have to pay a subscription fee.
Oh, it's terrible. It's
Yeah.
absolutely terrible. They're going to
Yeah.
get sick of it because all it is it's like the
It's a
live.
money thing.
It's like it is a money thing. It's like the live one. They just go back and forth with motion. There's no graphics. There's no there's nothing. So when I did Brockton, Whitman, Hanson, and BR, they did that for the first couple minutes. Like, yeah, we're all set.
Yeah.
We need Dominic back in.
There you go.
4D
There's
sports
hope,
back.
Brady. Believe you me, there's hope.
Said that.
What's that?
I wish our guys would say that.
They will. You know what helped me out a lot though was the parents. The parents got sick of the
Yeah.
thing going side to side because you can actually plug into the live stream. That I don't know if it's SDI or whatever, but you can plug in on the camera and then you can we use 4Deep Sports Talk. We use Wirecast, and you can do the same thing. You do multiple camera shoots. You can grab the feed off that, add the audio, and add your graphics if you have that software to do it. And just a matter of the parents sticking up because I had the basketball parents, the hockey parents, the Brockton parents, the Whitman, with Nate, and they were like, they just wanted us to do the games. They were all set with that.
Does
I mean, they
make a
can
lot of
still watch
sense.
it. They can still watch it on YouTube, but it adds more perspective and makes it more normal when you hear someone
makes it more
talking about
real,
the game.
right.
Yeah, so is there no commentary in the version
No.
where they... Are you serious?
I swear to God.
Oh,
there's
that
nothing.
makes... Dang, I thought they were paying people to actually commentate on the game, too.
No, no,
that
no.
makes no
Right.
sense.
It's $11 a month, like the system they use. It's $11 a month, and it's basically at Cardinal Stadium they have one camera, and inside the Monahan Gymnasium they have two.
Woohoo!
And
Two
it's, it's just that. Like
There
there might be like a score bug, but that's it.
Yeah.
That makes no sense. If you have a play-by-play guy, I feel like you'd want him
You're right.
commentating still.
It's terrible.
Exactly.
So that's how it worked out for me.
Yeah.
Well, for us actually, 4Deep Sports Talk. You know what I mean? And then baseball they want me to keep on doing all that stuff, softball. So, and then doing the interviews and stuff like that on the phone. So. you
Yeah,
know.
it's just shocking that they'd only want to go to just a camera setup when they had somebody with a camera and broadcasting the game live through their voice. That's just insane.
Go ahead. I'm sorry, Brady.
I understand that, like you'd think, right? You'd want the higher quality, but I don't know.
Comes down to the almighty dollar, young man. You'll figure it out.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I know.
It sure does.
Going with it.
So, Brady, tell us when you were broadcasting for Swansea, and I used to be at a lot of these games. Tell us about Swansea Sports. What's going on over there?
They're on the rise, especially in girls basketball. They just qualified for the MIAA state tournament a few days ago.
Good for them.
Meanwhile, the boys are in a rebuild year. A lot of younger guys. The football had a good year, but again, they're great. They're going to be great very soon, on the rise, and I think the next couple of years are going to be exciting.
Ah, exciting in what way?
Exciting that
A lot of JV people coming up, or
yes, that, and there's how do I say this? Potential there, right?
mm-hmm.
And a lot of people are looking at it like, all right, well, they're this good now. Just for the girls, right? Because there's a lot of sophomores and juniors that are playing. Wait till the next couple of years, right? Like, how much better can they get?
right when they
So how
become
do you-
seniors? I mean, captains and whatnot.
Exactly.
That's
so
great.
that's going in there. And then Maddox was with me as well, was at Case, recently transferred to Dartmouth. And your hockey is just amazing right now.
So
yeah,
Maddox,
someone's
tell
better
us
than
tell us how you found Maddox.
Sybil, Swansea Independent Baseball League.
Oh, you guys played
Oh,
big.
no kidding.
Years ago. We knew each other for only like a couple of years, and then like at Swansea you have the like the separate elementary schools, and then they merge into the middle school. So then we merged into the middle school. It was like, oh my God, that's you, awesome. So we just stayed friends, all through middle school, and then now through high school as well. And the opportunity arose for him to come on. I said, you're gonna love it. It's so low key. It's just gonna be great for you. And that's that.
All right, Maddox, your turn. So you're originally from Swansea, correct?
Yep.
And you transferred to Dartmouth? So you play for the Dartmouth Indians Hockey League there?
Yeah.
Okay. And are you a junior, senior?
Sophomore.
Sophomore? All right. So tell us a little bit about that. What's it like to transfer out into another MIAA town?
It was pretty easy. I had a lot of kids on that team already that were friends, and I kind of had to move out of Swansea because we have no hockey team.
Right.
So we had to co-op with Durfee High School, and they're not very good for hockey, and there was no one upcoming. So, I mean, we had a bad season, so I decided to go somewhere where we did have a good one. Had a lot of young guys coming up. And, I mean, it's been pretty easy. I've had a lot of friends that I played hockey with my whole life at Dartmouth, and kind of just accepted me into their hockey family.
Awesome.
Who's the head coach over there now?
Mike Capello.
Okay. Now, what's your record right now? That's what I was trying to...
Look up.
7-3-1.
All right, so that is right. That is correct. So you guys are in the Southeast Conference with New Bedford, Brockton, Durfee, and yourselves.
We're actually not in the conference anymore. We're,
you're independent like Bridgewater Random.
Yep, independent.
Yep.
So we make our own schedule.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's hard. It's hard to do because they're usually not. You have to go by strength of schedule, and depending on who you have was how they rank you. Because BR is, I think Bridgewater Random only has 7 wins, maybe if that. No, I think they have less than that. And they're ranked 33 in the state, but that's based off strength of schedule. But I'm not a fan of that strength of schedule thing. I think sometimes good teams get left out. Like last year, oh my God, who'd we have? Who was it got bumped? They didn't even get invited last year. Someone got a so-so schedule, didn't play all the top teams, and they didn't even get invited to the MIAA tournament. I'm trying to remember. I think it was football, and I'm trying to think it might have been Blue Hills.
Oh, Blue Hills. Okay, that makes sense.
It might have been somebody like that went 10-1, but because they didn't have that great schedule, they didn't play like the Dartmouths or the Barnstables or somebody like that,
Yeah.
or Rochester, somebody, up. They didn't invite them.
Now, strength of schedule makes it a lot tougher because even when you're racking up wins, you didn't really set your schedule, so you don't know where you're going to be ranked in the final ranking.
Yeah, so who makes up the schedule?
The one I always brag about every playoff season, the MIAA.
Oh.
That
kind of says it all.
Sound familiar now?
Okay, guys, I think we are coming up to our first break right now.
All right, so guys, can you hold on a little bit longer?
Of course. Yep.
All right, so we'll step away.
Yeah, so this has been 48 Sports Talk. We have Brady Kudo and Max Guerrero calling in from Swansea Sports with us right now. We will be back in a little bit, going to be giving our top 10s in the Southern Mass for a couple sports. This has been 48 Sports Talk. Joe Dez, Justin Ferreira, Lucy Cabral, and Dominic Damiano. We will be right back.
Hello, this is Manny Del Carmen from the 2007 World Series champion Boston Red Sox.
World champs again.
Sports analyst for NESN. Along with my best friend Jose Diaz, we grew up in the city of Boston, a city that we truly love. Jose and I have always talked about giving back to the youth within our city. Therefore, we created the Boston Athletic Academy to move our passion to action. Our goal is to develop future student athletes of Boston by providing a safe location to offer educational and athletic needs. We are taking the next steps and looking forward for your support to reach our goal. Please visit the BostonAthleticAcademy.org for more information. Let's make a difference because success has no boundaries.
Welcome back to 48 Sports Talk on 1320 AM Radio WARA. This is Joe Dez hosting the board right now. We are here with Dominic Damiano, Lucy Cabral, as well as Justin Ferreira, the sports master, and we have Brady Kudo as well as Maddox Guerrero calling in from Swansea High School Sports right now, talking on the phone with us.
All right. So Brady, I had a question for you. So are you going to be going to college for communications?
That's my plan.
That's your plan. So your partner, your buddy Lucy, told you we offer internships here at
Yeah.
4 Deep Sports Talk.
I
He
know.
sounded like
we're
he was
gonna
into it. Sounds like he wants to be part of the team already.
Absolutely.
He does sound
I'd
invested.
love to get you down here. What do you think, Brady?
That sounds good.
You get a lot more
It's only a
repetition.
sophomore, you know, but
That's true. Well, hopefully we'll have Joe back when he comes back from his summer vacation. I mean, college. Because we got a lot of baseball games, a lot of softball games we're looking to get streaming, and, the more help we have, the better. Mm-hmm. Right, Jay? Jay got
Yep.
stuck out there in the middle of nowhere. All we saw was cows.
By the way, Joe Dez is one of our interns here. He's from Bishop Fian.
Yeah,
Yep.
Bishop Fian.
Yes. And he's a senior over there and having a great time. He does his own show, Joe Dez Show. And so he's on the audio board right now, on the soundboard. So he's,
Okay.
yeah.
So that's
yeah.
something you would learn. You'd learn
Absolutely.
that. how to be
Camera
a-
work and
Lucy can explain it to you.
oh, yeah.
All
You'd
of it.
love it. You'd love it.
It's a lot of fun.
So it was Joe Dez's birthday on Thursday, and so we're having a nice little.
Oh, then we're birthday twins then.
There
Really?
you go. It was Brady's
Oh,
birthday
let's go.
also.
That's awesome.
See?
When's your birthday?
February 10th.
Yours is 10 too,
Mine
right?
too. Happy birthday.
Dang, that's great. Happy birthday, Bray. That's sick.
You know what? That's the second time I've seen that happen. The first
Really?
time, oh yeah, when I was, I'm going to date
How
myself.
cool is that?
1988, when I was stationed overseas in
Yeah.
the Navy. This kid from Michigan had the same birthday date as November 7th. I said, I'm the only born in the history of the world on November 7th. I didn't know any better. This guy's looking at me like, I think you're crazy. I was born November 7th.
No, it is insane. It's always
It
crazy
is.
meeting someone with the same birthdays. It's
It
crazy
really
we both
is.
do like
It's just
play-by-play
funny.
stuff too.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
Yeah.
And that's always like a thing you can do. You can look up and see what famous people share a birthday.
Yeah,
with
that's
you.
one of the
Right.
best things to do for sure.
Right.
My birthday's only famous for one thing. Magic Johnson told everybody he had AIDS.
Oh,
November
geez.
That's
Yikes.
when he was on national TV, I'm like, oh, God, I'm looking at history, but what's November 7th famous for? I got one now.
So I think that's pretty cool, being the birthday show here.
Yeah, it is
Yeah, it
actually
is.
so cool.
It
Not
really
expect
Right?
that at all.
And we're going to lose Joe, what, the end of the summer?
Yeah, probably end of the
Yeah.
summer, going away to New York or California for a little bit, but it'll be okay.
Yeah. So
Cool. So, Brady, maybe we can get you in here.
Of course.
because you can put it down on your resume as community service. We have had ex-hockey players that just did play, color, guys that did basketball, and, it goes on your resume. Like, that's obviously this is going on your resume.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? For community service.
Yeah, I'm realizing I didn't tell you guys what I did for my birthday. Did I tell you about the next Joe Dez competition at all?
No.
Yeah, so at Fian, I'm supposed to train the next person who announces when I'm gone. So I put up a fake competition called the next Joe Dez competition on my birthday, where they can enter on my website.
Can I judge it?
Yeah, you can honestly, Tom. Yeah, we're gonna have them go through a bunch of trials though. It's gonna be pretty funny. Gonna have all recorded too, and gonna upload it to YouTube. It's gonna be pretty
Oh,
cool.
you got to let me know what I'm going to do so I can
Yeah.
add my 2 cents.
100%, Tom. We gotta have them do something
I'm
with you
in.
for sure.
I am
That
in.
sounds like a plan.
Yeah, it's gonna be really cool.
Well, guys, we got to run down our top 20, and we're trying to get caught up. Then we got to go over our coaches of the year because the nominations are going to start going out on Twitter and on Facebook. But it was really nice to talk to these guys.
Yeah,
Yeah, 100%.
absolutely. I was hoping for a little bit more. I want to know more about the Dartmouth Indians hockey team with Maddox. What's going on over there? I know it's an independent league.
Yeah, actually, we have a game today.
Who are you
We
playing?
have about, what is it called? I think Brockton, Stoughton Brockton.
Well, yeah, that's you can show up late for that game, and Brockton's still young.
Yeah.
I'll just say that.
I think it's their senior night tonight playing us. So.
Where are you playing, AZF? Are you in AZF?
What?
Are you in Brockton playing them?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so you're at AZF. Okay.
What's that? The name of the rink?
Yeah, Joe G.
Yeah.
AZF's ice rink or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, that's cool. Good luck,
Yeah.
kid.
Thank you.
You're welcome. How many goals do you have in the season?
I think like 5.
Nice.
Yeah, nice.
How many assists?
None.
None yet, right?
None yet, not yet.
There you
We
go.
have about 6 games left of the regular season, and we should make playoffs. We're, I think, 15th in the power rankings right now.
50. That's good. And I think you need 8 to
Yeah.
get in as an independent, if I read that right.
Yeah, and I think
Something like that.
what you were talking about earlier, the 10-1 team that didn't make it. I think they made it in hockey, so if you're over 500, you automatically get a chance at the playoffs.
Yeah, but there was
Which is-
one that did not make it. They didn't even get invited because of because they didn't have that power ranking schedule.
Oh yeah.
I thought it was Blue Hills.
Yeah.
I could have sworn it was Blue Hills, but no, I know what you're saying. I totally get what you're saying, but I want to say it was.
No, I feel like it was Blue Hill. I can feel like I remember us talking about Blue Hills.
You know what I
missing, but
mean?
Yeah, no,
And
I
we-
think it was Blue
right.
Hills.
And then you would know. You got a younger memory than I have. So then I must be right.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident it was Blue Hills.
Right, and then we were like, why didn't they get invited? And then West Bridgewater, I thought, had something like that too, but I don't remember. But it was one of the smaller schools, you know. So what's this? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
So what's the strength and weakness of the starting team? What do we need to work on to make the push?
Work on, let's see, probably putting the puck in the net. We have a lot of goal scorers who not doing much right now. Like our top line, sometimes can't put the puck in the net. We're very good on offense. Sometimes we don't have very good defense. We have a lot of young guys, about 8 seniors, going to leave next year. We have 11 sophomores.
Wow.
Wow,
Not
that's
a lot of juniors and not a
so.
lot of juniors or freshmen though.
So are you one of those teams that gets trapped early in their own zone, having a problem getting out? I see that a lot in high school this year, at least.
It depends on the team. So we played Norwell. They're top Division 4 team, very good team.
Yep.
They got up a goal or two, and they're very good at a trap, neutral zone trap, and we couldn't get it out. So I mean, it depends on the team. Some teams try it and it doesn't work, but sometimes we try long passes and they just break it up every time. And it depends on the team, really.
Right in their speed. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's typical. That's typical high school hockey. You know. All right. Yeah. Do we want to get into the time? We want to.
Yeah, I think we're about ready for the list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
right.
So
All
who's
right.
first?
Guys,
Yeah, it was nice talking to you guys today.
yeah.
Yeah, thank
you
you.
for coming on.
And hopefully,
Thank you for having
Really
us.
do appreciate it.
and hopefully we get a brand new intern out of this too.
Yeah.
Hopefully
Bray will
we
be
do.
joining.
Keep that in
Possibility,
mind,
yeah.
Brady. We'd love to have you down here.
Say the word.
All right, guys. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you.
All righty.
All right, we got. How we doing on time? We doing good.
Yeah, we still got
So
4
just-
minutes until the break.
So just drop it. Right, what says drop right under the mic.
Oh, okay, right here.
Yep, that
Okay.
should do it. Yep,
Nice,
you're
there
good.
we go.
All right, who wants to go first?
Justin, you want to start off?
Sure, why not?
Nice.
He's so enthused.
I think he's waiting on that chocolate cake.
Well, I am hungry right now, so. but I gotta ignore my stomach right now. All right, so for boys, top 20 in hockey, we got Hingham 14-3, Xavier 13-3, Braintree 12-1, Marshfield 11-4-1, Canton 13-2-1, Franklin 13-6-0, BC High 9-7, Wesley 11-2-3, Bishop Stang 14-0-1, Scituate 12-4, Somerset Berkeley 10-2-2, Norwell 14-1, Medway 15-3-4, Norwood 15-3-1, Southeastern Bristol Plymouth 11-5, Martha's Vineyard 11-1-0, Diane Rehoboth 13-1, Sandwich 10-3-3, Falmouth 10-4-2, and Hanover 11-5-1.
Nice. Is Bishop Stang actually undefeated still?
Not anymore.
No.
Nope.
Did they just lose?
Yeah, didn't they just lose to be?
Oh, well, that's hockey.
Yeah,
right?
That's
they
hockey. I'm thinking.
Yeah, no, they in
basketball.
basketball. Yeah. No, you're
I'm
good.
thinking basketball.
Yeah, well, yeah, they're not in the
I'll tell you,
number
old
one.
days.
Yeah,
old
no,
days
Dom, I'm
sucks.
realizing that's not on you. I only told you it was a senior night for a Bishop
Yeah,
Field
but I
Sport
should-
Stand. No, I never said it was basketball.
Yeah, but I should have put it through.
No, that just clicked for me too. I was wondering for a second. Yeah, no.
Old age sucks.
No,
Okay.
you're good, Dom. I never clarified you there.
All right, I am just touching up the girls' basketball brackets.
Nice. So yeah, Justin, were there any like big shocks for the hockey that you saw really, or any like big shifts in the list, or is there not really anything noticed? It was kind of like the same.
Yeah, anything compared to last week when you were them down? Any changes? I know you get your notes from the other day, right?
Yeah. Let me see if I can get my previous notes and compare and contrast.
That's fine.
Yeah, no, you got time, Justin. We still got a minute 30 to the break, so we'll make sure to fill that time, obviously.
And I'm like a week behind writing this stuff down, so you're really good to go.
So, Dom, what I did for my list, I did a top 10, but the top 5 I went really in-depth on, so
Nice.
we're going to have a lot of time to be talking about that. I'm going to bring that up in the third quarter of the
So
show.
we'll focus on boys basketball then.
Yeah, so
That would be really cool.
Yeah, that'll be fun because a lot of the teams have actually been really interesting. Like, there's been a little bit of shift in a couple spots in the rankings. It's been pretty cool to see. And one thing that's cool about researching these teams, you can see the different play styles a lot of the time. Like, one team will be really heavily on three-pointer, one team will just be heavily defensive focused. It just changes
Isn't that
everything.
crazy how they can just hit those long shots?
I know, it's insane.
Unbelievable.
There was there's one game that I have to talk about that's on this list where the team scored 10 three-pointers in the entire game, just doing an amazing job. All the other teams shot 31% from the entire field. They had 16 total field goals. They had 10 three-pointers. So it was just insane.
Wow.
That is absolutely crazy. I almost bite the mic.
Yeah, you're good, Dom.
Let's see, I have.
But no, those 10 three-pointers would come out to 30 points. So if those 16 points, or 16 shots were all two-pointers, it'd only be 32. So they'd only have had 2 more points over the three-pointers of the other team in that situation, which is just not even including the two-pointers from them, which is just pretty
That's
insane.
crazy, huh?
Yeah, we are going into the second break in about 5 seconds. So this has been 40 Sports Talk. We will be running down our top 10s and top 20s of teams in the south of Massachusetts today. This has been Joe Dez, Justin Ferrer, the Sports Master, Lucy Cabral, and Dominic Damiano. We'll be right back.
Hi, this is Megan Chase of Jack Conway Real Estate. Jack Conway has been providing top quality real estate professionalism since 1956. I take personal pride to ensure that my clients are happy with the services I provide. It is my job to make sure that you are fully involved and fully informed and have all the information to make the right real estate decisions for you and your family. Please feel free to reach out to me. I would love to be a resource for you. I can be reached at 774-240-7707 or via email at mchase@jackconway.com. I'm always happy to assist you with your real estate needs.
Can you explain what this top 20 is?
Welcome back to 40 Sports Talk on 1320 AM Radio WARA in the new studio. I am Joe Dez hosting the board right now. We have Justin Ferrer, the Sports Master, Lucy Cabral, and Dominic Damiano all here today. KC is out today. She's, I think, on assignment right now, so we'll see her hopefully next week. But we'll go right into our top 10s and top 20 lists of different teams in the south of Massachusetts.
Now, she did a fantastic job, and I hope she's listening or watching. So I just straightened it out to the best of my ability, off some of the strength and schedule, all that stuff. You smiling? No, you're taking a picture. Yay!
Okay.
Yeah, Lucy snuck in a photo right there.
That time.
Paparazzi. Just call me paparazzi.
Right? That time stopped on the radio was brought to you by Luce Cabral. All right, so her top 15, and right now I have the 15, and I got to find 5 more, and I'll help her out.
15 in what?
I'm sorry, girls basketball. So this
okay.
is the South Shore,
Okay.
and we have 9 different conferences we cover, and we do our best, but we want to make sure they all get recognized one way or another. That's the way I try to do the show. So Franklin's excuse me, Norwood is number 1 at 16-0. Franklin is 15-0. North Quincy beat Whitman Hanson, so North Quincy jumps up in the third spot at 16-0. Whitman Hanson, it was number 1. Now they're in the 4th spot at 16-1. Still very respectful at in the 4th spot.
Yeah.
Bridgewater Raynham is 11-4. Oliver Ames, and this is all kind of based on strength and schedule, are 14-1. Canton is 11-5. Bishop Fenwick, who plays out of the Catholic Central, which Fian, Stang, Cardinal Spellman, all teams we cover out of that conference. They are currently 10-5. Situate is 12-6. Foxborough is 10-5. Norwell is 16-1 again, based off strength of schedule in your division. All Rochester is 14-1. Marshfield is 9-5. Bourne is 12-3. And Diamond Regional is 7-7, and they're probably one of the better teams coming out of the girls division out of the Mayflower, the MAC. So that's the top 15 as of right now. So good job, KC. Did a great job. I just had to get some type of order, and I was basing off this old man's memory on who play, schedule, strength of schedule, conference, stuff like that. So now Joe, and I know before we get to Joe, I know that Justin, we're going to try to get some more stats and try to highlight some more names and stuff like that off the top 20, and then move it depending on who does what. But we are going to post these today on 4 Deep Sports Talk, our top 20, and go from there. So,
okay, so
let it roll, baby.
Yeah, I'll start off.
What you got first, Joe?
Yeah, so I got the top 10 basketball teams in the South for boys basketball, and number 1, I still have Taunton as number 1. They're 14-2 right now, led by Coach Charlie Dacey. They're in the Huckamuck League. And they recently beat Attleboro 52-48 after they lost to Franklin 77-48 the game prior, which brought them their second loss of the season because they only were 14-1 before that. They were 13-1 before that. And then they have a player on the team named Trent Santos, who was just an amazing job all season. He scored 16 points, had 4 3-pointers, and his teammate Tristan Harry had 14 points to go along with him. Then Trent Santos has just been a flamethrower the entire season. He scored 34 points against King Philip and broke the school record with 46 points against Oliver Ames when they played their game. They had the most points ever in a game in that high school's history. So they broke the new Taunton record. 46 is the new highest score. And then this team lives by the 3. If the 3 is hitting, they're going to be winning the game, so they just live by it every single game. Their next 3 games are going to be Sunday, February 13th versus Durfee at 2:30 p.m. at home. Tuesday, February 15th versus Mansfield, 6:30 p.m. at home. Friday, February 18th versus Milford, 6:30 p.m. at home. Then number 2, I actually have shift. It used to be Pembroke as number 2, but right now I actually have BC High taking over their spot because they have moved on to 16-0 at the moment. Just continuing their undefeated streak. Just amazing job so far.
BC?
But, yeah, BC
Boston
High.
College High, yeah.
Yeah, they've been so good this season. Their head coach is Bill Lenane, and then I believe it's his son, actually. I did not make this connection prior to this, but his son, Mike Lenane, is just the main guy on the team every time. He had 21 points and 7 assists in the last game with his teammate Greg Cooper having 19 points as the second highest scorer in that game. But he has just done an amazing job all season. He would join the 1,000-point club this season, too.
Wow.
Yeah, just an amazing job for that kid.
That's really cool.
Mike Lenane. I believe it's his dad's the coach. Might be his uncle or something. They share a last name. But they're Division II, and they are in the Catholic League. Have just done an amazing job, remain undefeated at this point. Their next 3 games will be Thursday, February 17th at 6:45 versus Central Catholic at home. Then Friday, February 18th, 6 p.m. versus Brookline away. Sunday, February 20th, 5 p.m. versus Andover at home. Then coming at number 3, I have Pembroke, which is 15-1 right now. They're in the Patriot Fisher League, a defensively heavy team. And they lost to North Quincy 49-45. You're going to be seeing a little bit of trend today because North Quincy has just been a little bit of a spoiler lately. They've been taking down teams, bringing them down a little bit in the rankings. Just an amazing job by the team so far.
They had that big upset against Pembroke, too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Pembroke. So, yeah, the Pembroke was up 36-34 at the end of the third quarter. Then they kind of collapsed a little bit by the end of the game. North Quincy sophomore Dathy Quinn was coming off of a 44-point game where they lost to Everett, but he's only a sophomore, already scored 44 points. The Taunton, as I mentioned, record for points in the game was 46, which got set this year.
Wow.
He was 2 points away from that for his team in the sophomore year. That's insane. He's not even close to his peak yet. And then the North Quincy has just been relying on their youth lately. They have a freshman named Kobe Wen, and he subbed in for the injured senior captain, Nico Martel, because he has an ankle injury for 1 more week. And he scored 9 points, all of them 3-pointers. He had 3 3-pointers in the game and had 6 assists from the point guard spot.
Wow.
It's a great job leading that team.
That is.
Yeah, then Connor Lockhart was the leading scorer for Pembroke with 15 points in that game. And Pembroke was up 41-34, then went scoreless for 5 straight minutes, with North Quincy going on a 13-0 run to take a 47-41 lead. No, you never see that. You never see someone go scoreless for 5 straight minutes after being... They had a good lead. They had 7 points up on them. They just lost 13-0 at that point. It was just insane to see. And then North Quincy has won 7 league games in a row. They're 12-4 right now, 10-3 in their league. Started off 3-3 in their league, obviously, after winning 7 straight now, though. They're up to 10-3. Their Division II head coach is Matt Vincenzi, and their next 2 games will be Tuesday, February 15th at 6:30 p.m. versus Plymouth South away. Tuesday, February 22nd versus Scituate, 3 p.m. at home. Coming in at number 4, I had St. Mary's Lynn, who is 18-2 right now. They're in the Catholic Central League. Head coach is Kevin Morin. They're D3, and they have a player named Ali Barry who's just an amazing job this entire season. Last time I checked, his points per game were 13.4 points per game. Field goal percentage is 42%, and 37% 3-point field goal percentage. Actually pretty good.
That's really
good. Almost 40% in high school. That's like a pro.
Yeah.
That's just great to see. And then They lost to. I was trying to fully understand this. I believe some teams play like ball clubs instead of just actual high school teams because they played the Scott Ball Club in the last game, and they ended up losing to them because they scored 10 3-pointers on them in that game, which is an amazing amount. But it was a 54-46 victory for the Scott Ball Club, while St. Mary's shot 16 of 52 in enemy territory for a 31% field goal percentage. Just kind of a collapse there. But Scott averages 75 points per game, and they were able to keep them down to 54 when they lost.
75 points a game?
75 points per game, and they got them 21 points under that in this game.
Wow.
Yeah, just an amazing job by them. Then Grant Barnhart scored a game-high 21 points with 11 in the fourth for St. Mary's. Just an amazing job by him, obviously. 11 in the fourth quarter is just an amazing job. Obviously, when it gets to that fourth quarter time, you have to be clutch if you want to score.
Oh, absolutely.
And he showed that. Then Luke Powell finished with 10 points and 11 rebounds in that game as well. Just a great job all around there. And their next two games will be Monday, Saturday, February 19th, not 29. It will be at 7 p.m. versus Lowell High School at home. And then on Monday, February 21st at 7 p.m. versus Lincoln Sudbury. And then the final team for the top five is Brookline, who's coming at 12-3 right now. They're a Bay State Carey League. Head coach is Courtney Valentine. And they came back from a loss last game to Framingham to beat Wesley 65-46 this game. 19-point victory. Amazing job there. They lost to Newton North after losing to Andover. It was kind of a little bit of a slide as they started off the season very strong, so they're finally starting to come back. That's why they dropped a little bit. And Newton North opened the fourth quarter on a 7-1 run to get a 51-35 lead at that point, which is just great job by North Quincy. As we mentioned earlier, they went on that 13-0 run. They just keep going on massive scoring runs while the other team is held scoreless. Then Brookline defeated Newton North on January 4th, 64-58. So North Quincy was kind of taking a little bit of revenge back in this game. Then so the next two games for them is going to be Tuesday, February 15th at 6:30 p.m. versus Needham away. Friday, February 18th at 6 p.m. versus BC High at home. I by mistake said Newton North, I believe. Actually, no, I said...
No, you said North Quincy by accident.
Yeah, North Quincy by accident. I meant to say Newton
But
North.
I know you're still in the base.
Yeah, just making sure. Yeah,
I know where you're at.
Yeah, I didn't want to start reaching out to a couple other teams. Started to realize
fine.
make connections that weren't even there. But number 6, we had Norwood at 14-2 in the Tri-Valley League. Number 7, we had Franklin at 14-2 in the Hockomock League. Number 8, Mansfield, which is D2, 15-3 in the Hockomock League. Number 9 was Attleboro, which is 11-4 right now in the Hockomock League. And number 10 is Mullen Catholic, 11-2 in the Catholic League.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I have one program note that I messed up. So
oops.
I apologize.
No, you're good.
So Diamond's out. Diamond's out at 7-7. And Nate Rollins from the Whitman Hanson Express just messaged me, what about East Bridgewater? They're 15-1. I said, that's exactly what I was thinking when I was reading that. So we're going to put them under Oliver Ames. So they're going to be, so it's going to go Franklin, Norwood, North Quincy, Whitman Hanson, Bridgewater, Raynham, Oliver Ames, East Bridgewater, Canton, Bishop Fenwick, Situate, Foxborough, Norwell, Old Rochester, Marshfield, and Bourne. That'll wrap up 15 teams right there.
Nice, yeah.
And I've had the pleasure of calling the North Quincy girls basketball game against Brockton, the Whitman Hanson girls game against Marshfield, and Nate will remember the other team. We did Marshfield and we did and I don't think it Hingham, because they had this big college girl Barry. She's probably gonna be going Division I. She was a legit player.
Really?
Yeah.
Was she that good?
She was really good.
Wow, that's awesome to see.
But they have this other girl, like her last name snips, but her first name is Olga, and you never hear a girl named called Olga.
Yeah.
And this
Olga.
girl, yes, and she was lights out against Brockton, and so this, I mean, that's small. Nothing. I mean, you did a great job, Joe, and
yeah, thank you, Dom.
You're welcome. And
on the fly, must I add?
Yes. Right. Oh, he definitely did his homework. And now, I mean, Justin and I can try to catch up to him next week if we're lucky. But to get caught up, and hopefully the brackets won't change it too much. North Quincy is probably going to win their division and be co-champions with Whitman Hanson.
Yeah, North Quincy's just done an amazing job lately. They've been just taking down teams left and right.
They really have. And then you have Norwood you have Norwood or Westwood on your boys.
I believe it's Norwood who was on my
You know who
list.
coaches Norwood?
Who coaches Norwood?
That's the girl that used to coach Braintree girls basketball.
Oh, dang.
Yep, we actually had her in studio.
What was her name?
You would ask me an obvious
Of course.
Norwood's actually number 6 on my list right now. They're 14-2. They're doing an amazing job this season.
Yep, and I'm waiting for Nate or Tom to And I knew
For those of you who don't know Nate and Tom,
Olga Gormley is the girl's name from North Quincy.
Nate and Tom are our sports beat writers out there, trying to feed us scores and just on the
Questions
scene.
and stuff.
Yeah.
So
Great guys.
So it's Olga Gormley and Tom was filling me in the day they played Brockton, and Tom's so kicked back the way he talks to you.
Yeah.
Oh, look at Olga. She's pretty good. I'm like, she was beyond pretty good. She was standing out. But they actually have an intern coach for girls basketball. Huh. And I think Tom said he was the tennis coach, I believe. So I was thinking about putting nominations for him and Coach Costa for Coach of the Year this year.
Oh, okay.
Nice, yeah, that could be good.
You know what I mean?
Okay,
So
Don, do you want to talk about this a little bit more after our third and final break?
Yeah, and the girls coach, and another shout out to Nate Rollins. Christian McDonald is the girl we have in the studio.
Yeah, Christian McDonald. Okay.
Yeah, she's unbelievable.
Yes, she is.
Nice.
All right, so step away. You're listening to 4 Deep Sports Talk here on the news station, 1320 AM WARA, and we're online all the time. Just go to 4deepsportstalk.com. We'll be back with more as we round up our top 20. Get in our inside of our top 20 list, our top 10 list. We'll be back with more right after this.
A popular destination, Adria boasts a breathtaking panoramic view of nature in all of its glory in each and every season. Upon visiting their 200-seat restaurant, you will see 3 distinctive areas. The lounge area includes their spacious 26-seat dining bar, high-top tables, and dining tables, all with viewing access to 7 high-definition televisions and 3 Kino monitors. A second area set apart from the lounge offers booths and tables to accommodate every member of the family. The third area, a few steps down and separated from the main restaurant by windows, is known as the Fairway Room. It is surrounded by a wall of windows offering not just a fabulous view, but a feeling of serenity and tranquility. It is a favorite spot for lunch, dinner, and functions. It is perfect for a romantic dinner, a casual family gathering, business meeting, or any large group for that special occasion.
Welcome to Physical Therapy U. I'm Kelly Duggan, Doctor of Physical Therapy and the owner of PTU Clinic.
Here at PTU, you're more than a patient and we're more than physical therapy. We offer massage, physical therapy, occupational therapy, personal training, and sport-specific performance training. We treat people and athletes of all ages and all levels of experience. Our beautiful 4,500 square foot facility located at 75 Scotland Boulevard in Bridgewater, Mass. is unlike any clinic you've seen. Our large space, along with our new COVID guidelines, allow us to treat you in the safest way. Your success in meeting your goals is our top priority. Whether you're recovering from a surgery or you're elevating your performance, we are the right clinic for you. Call us at 508-697-2000 or email us at ptuclinic@gmail.com. Check out our website at www.ptuclinic.com.
To 40 Sports Talk on WARA 1320 AM radio. This is Joe Des hosting the board today. We have Justin Ferreira, the sports master, with us, Lucy Cabral, and Dominic Damiano. We are running down our top 10s and top 20 list of different teams in the south of Massachusetts. We will be continuing our conversation. We have a caller on the line right now. How are you doing, caller? You are on 40 Sports Talk.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, take a guess. Who is that? Who is that?
Yes, sir. How can we help you?
I just wanted to discuss a little of the basketball stuff you guys were talking about.
Girls or boys?
The girls, of course.
What? Say that again, caller. I'm sorry.
The girls.
Okay, so caller, you sound like you're from North Quincy. So,
yeah, I'm from Skowontham.
There you go. You're from Howes Neck, right?
Yeah.
So, Gormley, am I pronouncing Olga's name? Her last name is that right?
Her first name is Orla.
Orla.
Orla seems to make a lot more sense, actually.
So how much? Well, still a unique name.
Yeah, no, very unique name. Yeah.
What's she averaging for points per game?
Last I heard, it was 27, which is incredible.
Oh my God!
There's some teams in girls basketball that don't score 27 points.
Yeah.
Per game. Trust me, I've seen a game. I heard about a game where a team only put up 7 points.
Right. Well, you know what? I got my insight before the Brockton game in North Quincy from a friend of mine, Tom Joyce. And
really?
Oh, yeah.
Is he the one that writes for New Boston Post, which people can subscribe to for $40 a year? They also do subscriptions and they cover news you can't get anywhere else, and they have a free email newsletter.
Actually,
All you have to do is put in your email address. That guy?
I heard of that once, buddy. I know he writes for the Quincy Sun, too, so I know a little bit about the New Boston Post, but I believe you're right.
Sure. Yeah.
Who were the two?
Oh, that's awesome.
Who were the two big power forwards?
On Twitter and stuff.
Yeah, I heard that too. I heard
And
that too.
Facebook.
So, who were the? I'm sorry, caller. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I know that young lady has two big power forwards,
Yeah.
and what their names strike me. And what are they averaging?
Automo Campus.
Campus.
is one
Yep.
of them.
Yep.
Trying to think. Bridget Capone's a very good player.
Capone's. Yep. That's the other one. And you
hold
know, caller, from what you told from reading Tom Joyce's articles, what's
Yeah.
the intern coach? Can you give us a little insight on that coach over there?
So it's interim.
Interim.
Not intern. He's not doing it for college credit, you know?
You know, he might be. You don't know. He might want to go back to school.
He's young as far as adults go, but he's a little too old for that.
Okay.
But, you know, he coached boys tennis, and I'm not sure if he's still doing that, but, you know, seems like a really nice guy, and, you know, the team needed a coach, and he had experience coaching basketball within the program, just not as the varsity head coach. So
Right.
it's kind of a natural fit because he knew some of these players.
So, as a fan and watching North Quincy from Howes Neck, the girls' basketball team, were you surprised that him jumping into this field, that he was going to do as well as he did?
Well, I mean, I think everyone's surprised because the team didn't have that much success last season. And, you know, they were well coached as far as I could tell. They were well disciplined. But their problem was, you know, they were a small team and they couldn't really shoot the basketball all that well. But, you know, you have a girl that can put the ball in the net and you have a good supporting cast. Kind of like the show Friends, how it had a great supporting cast.
Yeah, true, but I don't think those guys will ever put the basketball in the hoop like this girl does. I mean, she is so amazing to watch.
Yeah. But, no, I was just talking in terms of, like, you know, you need a good supporting cast. And, you know, they have some very talented players in their own right. And, you know, there's some players on the team that just sometimes, you know, they just don't get the credit that, you know, they should. I mean, you have girls like Jillian Janing and Molly Tolan that do a very nice job as well.
You mean off
Eva
the bench?
Bryant, the sophomore guard and captain, she also can put the ball in the net.
True. No, that's true, but I mean, I'm not going to butcher her first name again. But she's
Orla. It's pretty
Orla.
easy to announce.
Not really. Not when you're trying to do all these other schools at once. Plus, I'm an old man, so I get almost an excuse.
But you know, Mr. Damiano, it's interesting too. This is a very young basketball team.
Yes.
You think about it, like who are the seniors on this roster? I mean, you go through, and a lot of these, there are seniors, and you know they're pretty good basketball players. But the core of this team, I mean, you have a couple of sophomores that are captains, and right,
Yeah.
you know, it seems like everyone who's on the court, you know, putting the ball in the net is going to be back next year, and they're having all this success. So, you know, considering all of that, this is a team to watch, not only now but in the future, and even the future after that.
So, who's your favorite bench player coming off? Who's your favorite player coming off the bench?
Well, I don't pick favorites. I love everyone.
I know that, but if you could pick two players that stand out as far as consistency coming off the bench, who would it be? Besides
that's a great
everybody,
question.
gotta give me two.
Sometimes, well, the thing is with this team is they don't necessarily have as set of a starting lineup as other teams. So I don't even know who you would call a bench player. But I guess, you know, Toland is good, you know, getting minutes, and you know, Janing too. I guess they might be considered bench players, but I've definitely seen them start before.
True, right? Depending on who they're playing, like if they're playing a younger Carver team or a younger Plymouth South team or definitely a young Silver Lake team.
Yes, I think in high school basketball, it's important to note that the starting lineup isn't necessarily, you know, who's going to be getting the most minutes in the game. You know, when I was a young lad, when I played freshman football, I was a starter for a game, and you know, they took me out on the first drive, and then I never played a down again the whole season.
Yeah, is that when you switched from Marshfield to North Quincy?
No. This is when I played for East Bridgewater.
Oh, that's right. You were a Viking.
Yeah.
And then before that, you became a Squire. Is that what you are before you become a Viking? You have to become a squire? Or a squire before you
No,
become
I was
a
a
Viking?
Bridgewater Badger, but I got
Bad.
run out of town.
I'm sorry to hear that. They get counseling for if you still want to talk about it. We can give you the number.
No, that's not what happened. I missed the game-winning field goal in youth football. It was pretty bad. It wasn't even close.
Oh, and it still haunts you today?
Yeah, and it was from the 1-yard line.
Wow, that's terrible. I'm really sorry about that. All right, so what do you think about the top 15?
So, I know it hasn't been discussed yet, but I think in girls hockey, I think the Cape Cod Fury are a really underrated team.
We have not, but seriously, we have not done girls hockey. You're absolutely correct. But I thought you were calling about girls basketball. Right?
Well,
Didn't you say
I feel like
basketball?
talking about hockey now.
All right, we really only have a couple minutes left, sir, so.
Yeah, girls hockey is a pretty new program in a lot of
It
schools.
is. No, you're right, absolutely.
Yeah, like Fee and Justin stilled it 2 years ago.
Ooh, there's another good interview right there.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah,
Because they
I'll
probably
check
went
that.
sub-varsity, JV, before.
Yeah, like they started off right with just mostly JV and then got them on varsity later.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
All right, sir, we appreciate your time and your call. I hope you feel better. Sorry about that, missing that field goal from the 1-yard line back in the day.
I mean, it was 12 years ago at this point, so, I really only care, a lot.
No, that's fine. Well, we wish you the best in therapy.
Thanks. God bless.
God bless. Take care.
Love it.
Oh, I can't. I just can't. How are we doing for time?
We got 3 minutes and 45 seconds.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I expect to say the field goal from the 1-yard line.
He wings it. He does. He wings
Right?
it. Right? I hope I didn't offend anybody that might be on medication that needs therapy. But
No,
then
I
again,
think they're all good. I
Right.
can't imagine there's too many who missed a field goal from the 1-yard line.
Yeah,
like I
right.
was all day.
Then I thought, well, Dave Kane, he doesn't care at all. He picks at anybody, so we should be
Right.
good to go. We should be good to go.
Yeah, it's nice having the Cannon Company as a little bit of preliminary
Oh, yeah.
to the show.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. We're watered down compared to them. All right, so why don't we go over your top 10 one more time, and then we'll run it right down, let people know.
Yeah, we'll just do the teams.
All right, what do you got, old man,
All right.
for hockey, boys hockey?
Yep, for boys hockey, we got.
Just the names, it doesn't matter.
All right. Hingham, Xavier, Braintree, Marshfield, Canton, Franklin, BCI. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Just keep on going, don't matter.
Wesley, Bishop Stang, Situate, Somerset, Berkeley, Norwell, Midway, Norwood, Southeastern Bristol, Plymouth, Martha's Vineyard, Diane, Rehoboth, Sandwich, Falmouth, and Hanover.
And in girls hockey, we have Franklin, Norwood, North Quincy, Whitman, Hanson, Bridgewater, Raynham. All of our names, East Bridgewater. Congratulations, East Bridgewater, Canton, Bishop Fenwick, Situate, Foxborough, Norwell, Old Rochester, Marshfield, and Bourne.
Okay, for boys basketball in the South, we have number 1 Taunton at 14-2. Number 2, we have BC High at 16-0. Number 3, we have Pembroke at 15-1. Number 4, we got St. Mary's Lynn at 18-2 right now. Number 5, we got Brookline at 12-3. Number 6, we got Norwood at 14-2. Number 7, Franklin 14-2. Number 8, Mansfield at 15-3. Number 9, Attleboro at 11-4. And finally, number 10, Mullen Catholic at 11-2.
All right, so we have to bring that up so we make sure we do not bring up the computer volume on the board, just in case we go into the. I'm the legend as far as taking us out of it the wrong way. So if you want to sign off, and how much time we got left?
It still says minute 30, but if you want to sign off now.
Oh, let me do a shout out to
Okay.
somebody.
Oh, yeah,
I really want to thank Brady Kudo for calling in, and from Swansea, and Maddox Carrero with the Dartmouth Indians hockey team over there. For calling in as well and kind of educating us. We never really have people from that end of the state.
It's been a while.
It's been a long time. So we're going to try to get some more people, maybe from Durfee and Stang. And, I do know a couple people out there.
That would be good.
Yeah. The other shout out I want to give to is Brett Schaubs. Remember Brett?
Oh, yeah, Brett Schaubs, yeah.
Yeah, so he just posted on Facebook that he's accepted a summer internship with the Cape Cod Baseball League.
Good for him.
Nice,
Yeah, so as a broadcast intern.
Nice.
Yeah, so I want to, he's going to be doing sideline reporting for them, interviewing players and coaches. He's going to be also appearing on Cape Cod Game of the Week on EEI in Boston.
Good for him.
Nice,
Yeah, and out on the Cape, doing 1-minute Cape reports on 95.1 WXTK. So,
Good for him.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, I think it might have, and it was already past 1.
Oh, did it
so
go over? I'm sorry.
No, you're fine, Lucy. It was a little bit of a weird time.
Yeah,
'cause
but
it said
why
we had
didn't
like,
it kick on, though? Why didn't the PA thing kick on?
because it still said we had time, so it's still,
Oh, right, so you gotta-
we're still
you
going.
gotta-
Yeah, I
alright.
still have to press this. I was going to
All right.
sign off first.
Go
just
ahead,
to-
young man.
Okay, this has been 40 Sports Talk. We ran through all of our list of top 10, top 24 different sports in the south of Massachusetts. This has been Joe Dez, Justin Ferreira, the Sports Master, Lucy Cabral, as well as Dominic Damiano. Casey was not able to make it today. She'll be back next week. Thank you for listening.
Today's 4 Deep Sports Talk show is supported by PTU Clinic. Visit ptuclinic.com. Adria's Restaurant and Banquet Facility of East Bridgewater. For more information, their website is adriasrestaurant.net. And the Boston Athletic Academy at bostonathleticacademy.org.